Aaron asked, I'm scared that if I narrow down my target market as specifically as you want, that I will limit my opportunities. Joe, do you want to take this one?
Oh, Aaron, this is a big one. Everyone has the concern that if they go narrow, right? If they go narrow, that no one's going to want to refer business to them. So they go into a networking event and they're like, who do you want to meet? I want to meet decision makers. I want to meet business owners. You know, the funny thing is, I used to do that when I started my business and nobody was referring anything to me because I was too general. It was no niche. I wasn't top of mind with anyone. And although at Ajax Union, when we say, you know, we're a B2B marketing agency, we work with companies that are 10 million in revenue, that are located in New York or whatever, and we blast it out there, we're a B2B marketing agency. The last few customers that we got were business to consumer customers. We got a company that provides skincare products to local people in a local area, became a customer. Why? How did they find us? LinkedIn. People just know that I do marketing. They don't pay attention to all this stuff. When I'm doing outbound, when I'm going out there and I'm reaching out to a specific CEO of a $10 million B2B company, that CEO wants to know that I'm only talking to him or to her. That CEO wants to know that I'm building a relationship with that CEO. But
About their industry and their
yeah,
business.
and that
That's
I
why
have
it's so
experience in it.
important. Yeah, it's so important to be so targeted when you're talking to that person. And that's why we say focus on one thing at a time. You can't just approach the CEO of Ford, a car company, and say, hey, we work with CEOs in general. We can help you. He'd be like, get out of my face. I want to know someone, what have you done for other automobile manufacturers?
Or you could say, I work with this, you know, when we reach out to him, it's clear that you work with the CEO of Telstra, you work of Tesla. Telstra is a telephone company in Australia. You work with the CEO of Chevy, of GM. You work with the CEO of Volkswagen or whatever, right? So if they know that you're working with CEOs of car companies, they're much more likely to speak to you. The same thing when it comes to real estate or insurance or anything else. You have to pick a niche. And when you pick a niche, Aaron, even if you're afraid that this niche is going to limit you, what's going to actually happen is you're going to start getting more inbound stuff, and the outbound stuff is going to start being much more fruitful because people are going to know where to place you. If someone just says, I'm in real estate, I don't know anything about that person. But if somebody says, I do residential real estate in Brooklyn and I sell brownstones for retirees, wow, how many people are retiring in Brooklyn that have a brownstone and whatever? And you get your list of people that are exactly that, and you reach out to them, they'll be like, wow, you only work with me? You must know something about me that most people don't know. And that's the secret. The secret is really being able to get to understand your target market. And inside the Evyrgreen networking system, we teach you how to pick that niche. And if you ever need to change it, we teach you how to change the niche. So we say, start with one niche, make it successful. If it's not successful for whatever reason, we'll teach you how to pick the second niche, and then the third niche, and then the fourth niche. And
Or
that's how you get.
even if it is successful, focus on one at a time. Reach out to people, use the messaging for that niche, for a month or two, build your qualified leads and referrals from that niche, and then you can switch to another one. And they can both be successful, but you can't target them both at the same time using the same strategy, meaning using the same messaging, etc. So I just want to reiterate, kind of summarize what we just said. So I want to think about what we're trying to achieve on LinkedIn. You want to generate qualified leads and referrals. So let's talk about the leads first. If you want to find a potential client on LinkedIn, it would help to know exactly who you're looking for in order to find the right people. If you just say CEO, I'll bet you the CEO of Ford is probably not going to pop up if that person is one of your potential prospective clients. So you need to know exactly who they are in order to find them, and then exactly who they are in order to speak the right language to them. For example, people in the hospitality industry have a different slang and a different style of speaking, and will respond to different messaging than people in finance or in legal. So just because you might be able to service people in both industries doesn't mean that the same strategy, same messaging, etc., will work for both industries. It probably will not. You're going to need separate strategies. So now let's talk about the referrals, the second thing you're trying to do on LinkedIn. Your connections can only refer business to you if they know exactly who you're looking to meet. If you say to me, you're looking to meet any business owner, then I respond with, okay, I know the person who owns the deli down the street. Is that the person that you're looking to meet? And then the response I get back is always, no, no, I actually am looking to meet a partner in a law firm that employs 20 or more lawyers and is probably based in New York City. Okay, well, now that you've given me your real targeted niche, now I actually know three lawyers at three different law firms of that size in New York City, and I can actually make introductions for you. But do you see how by becoming very specific and targeted in the niche, I was now able to refer a qualified potential client rather than just the guy that owns the deli down the street? That's why it's so important to really hone in on your targeted niche. And even though you might also be able to meet the CFO of a financial planning company, which is different from the law firm, you can tell me about that niche later, the next time we meet, right? Because we're networking. You're going to stay top of mind with me always. I'm referring business to you, so you're going to be talking to me. So the next time you talk to me, you can give me a different target market, and I can give you referrals for that target market. So don't worry about narrowing down your target to find a point. It actually helps you find the right people, and it helps your network refer the right business to you. And you can focus on all these different niches that you have throughout the year. Just do one at a time to help people give you the exact right referral that you're looking for.